We're live.
We are live. Oh shoot, let me dismiss this call that's coming through right now. Sorry. It's time for me to go on. Anyway. Dismiss. Hey girl, happy Tuesday.
I know. Happy Tuesday. We missed a Tuesday because.
I was in Mexico golfing for vacation. Much needed vacation. Much needed. Definitely
Right.
not long enough, but
Is a vacation ever long enough?
never. Never.
That's why I need to retire. So, how was it golfing in Mexico? Was this your first time golfing out there?
Golfing in Mexico, yes, my first time. My first time. It was really nice. They did have a lot of like construction going on
Oh,
around some of the holes. So some of the holes were much prettier than others, I'll say. Um,
okay, gotcha.
yeah, but the weather wasn't too bad. It wasn't like too hot. No wind, of course. It was nice. It was beautiful.
And so, how was the travel experience with your bag and everything? Like, oh boy, I can see it in your eyes.
Well, okay. So I only took on like a little duffel carry-on
Uh-huh.
and I packed all of my clothes and shoes in my golf bag. So it was kind of like a cheat code because I didn't need to pack extra luggage. I just threw everything in the golf travel bag. So that was
Uh-huh.
pretty nice.
So,
Uh,
did you end up taking all your clubs?
I did take all the clubs actually, except for the weight club.
Okay.
The weight stick.
The
I took
swing
that,
trainer?
the swing trainer.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I took that. I took that out. But I brought the rest and used most of them.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
So we got some people online with us right now. Say hey. Let us know where you are watching from. So I ended up going golfing. I have not been going golfing a lot lately,
Mm-hmm.
but I went golfing with Cam.
How
So
was it?
yes, that was great. It was awesome, and we went to a new course that I hadn't been to
Where'd you
before,
play?
Mickey Grove.
Okay, you go.
It's about a little bit about a half an hour away south.
Mm-hmm.
And but it is a public course. It was, I guess what happened was the story goes is that it wasn't that much of a course, but during COVID, they got some COVID money and they took $1 million and invested in the course.
No
And
way.
it is, it is probably one of the best public courses that I've ever played. It is so
Really?
well kept. It is very well kept. So yeah, so we ended up playing, but before I got out there, I was in the parking lot. I was taking my clubs out, and these two guys said, "Carrie," or this one guy. There's two guys there, but one guy, guys, he says, "Carrie," and I'm like, "Yes." And I always have this fear of, oh my God, do I know who they are? I meet a lot of people. Hey,
Hey,
Jamila.
Jamila.
So I meet a lot of people, and sometimes it takes a while for me to, get the face and the name and where
Mm-hmm.
I know you from all together.
Uh-huh.
It just did not come
It
together
didn't
at
click.
all. And so, hey, John.
Hey, John.
So what ended up happening was I said, "So are we Facebook friends?" And he said, "No, I've seen you from your show, Divot Dialogue."
What? How cool.
Right?
Wow. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
And just kind of knew me. I mean, if you see me now, I did
Yeah.
not look anything like this on Saturday when I played. My hair was completely different, but they were able to pick me out. And so it kind of made me feel a little special. And so I
That's
had a
cool.
couple of extra divot tools and some Tito's with some green food coloring. So I gave them some. Yeah.
Nice. That's
So that
awesome.
was really awesome. So that was pretty awesome. So we're
Yeah.
getting some reach out there. So
Mhm.
that's kind of cool. And had a great time playing with Cameron. And then the other thing I did was the Under Armour, the junior tour. So
Mhm.
I did some social media for them. It was a long day,
Yeah.
and then today or the next day I was moving because I'm selling my house, and my
Mhm.
realtor is cracking the whip and getting me going and doing things.
Oh.
And so I didn't actually get to doing the editing that I needed to do, but yeah, I got to interview some of the kids before they ended up playing.
What were their
Um,
ages?
they were from ages, I believe, 6 to
Mm-hmm.
18.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So one of the kids I interviewed wasn't able to actually play.
Mm-hmm.
His dad is a member at the course, and I think he kind of helped bring in the Under Armour tournament.
Mm.
But his son plays from the tips, just started playing during COVID, and shot a 68.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he didn't get to actually play that day because I would have loved to have watched him play.
Yeah.
But he had broken his collarbone. At least he had a good story. He did it when he was skiing with the fam.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But 68 from the tips.
And how old is this kid?
I think he's like 16.
Wow.
Right? And just a little
Impressive.
guy, just a little guy. He's not like
Really?
super tall and lanky or something like that. Just like
Yeah.
an average 16-year-old. So yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
So it was good. So it was good to see them play and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So it was a
Were
fun little
you like
program.
following the tour? I mean, were you just stationed in the front or
Well, what
the
had
whole?
happened was I was not as good of a volunteer as I would like to have been because it was cold.
Uh-huh.
So
Uh-huh.
I found little, I did the videos in the very beginning to interview them.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of good because I didn't interview them while they were playing. That was the original plan.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just kind of like not to get them off their game or anything like that. I just
Mm-hmm.
wanted them to enjoy that experience and not be under the pressure of a camera because we
Mm-hmm.
know how pressure filled that can be.
Oh yeah.
So, so that's why I kind of just did it in the beginning. And then I just took pictures at the end when they were
Mm-hmm.
joining the first, second, and third place positions. So,
Nice.
but yeah, it was good. It was good.
Good
But it
experience.
was definitely a day.
It was work.
And it was
It was
some
work.
work, but there was a lot of smiles and some of the things that some of the kids said are just like some of the adults would say. It's just like, don't, I need to not be in my head. And actually the Sequoia, it was great. The kids, they don't necessarily get to play on really nice courses except to be part of
Mm-hmm.
this program.
Oh.
And so, yeah. And so, they were saying, oh my God, this course is just amazing. So
Mm-hmm.
they appreciate the game. They
Mm-hmm.
appreciate what the Under Armour junior tour allows them to have and have
Mm-hmm.
access to. So I think it's a really great program. And Rod, can't remember his last name for the life of me right now, but he's running this program, and he's got some help, but he definitely needs more. One of the suggestions that I had to one of the other people that help him out is, these kids that don't play golf,
Mm-hmm.
they need their volunteer hours. He
Yeah.
needs to hook up with some of those kids and have them
Oh,
volunteer. They might
yeah.
actually convert to
Yeah.
golfers.
That's a good
But in the
idea.
meantime, he does need some help, but he's doing an excellent job with that program. So kudos to him, and kudos to the program that he's putting together for the greater Sacramento Bay area. So,
All
but
right
yeah.
on. That's nice of
Mhm.
you to volunteer. It's really nice
Yeah.
of you.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
um, so any other golfing this past
No,
weekend or this week coming up?
no, I haven't done a lot of golfing. But I guess we could get into the topic for the evening, though,
Let's
which
do it. Let's
is,
do it.
yes, some of the golf tendencies that we have.
All
Yeah.
right, let's get
So the
into it.
first one would probably be pull in or pull out.
I like it out. Unless it's
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take you there. I
stop,
didn't mean to take
Carrie.
you there.
Stop. I like it out unless obviously, you're putting uphill, then please stop because I don't know my strength. I will just plow the ball onto the back of the so I'm like, please, I need all the help I can get. But if I'm pretty close, please take it out. Yeah.
Yes.
What about you?
I like it in.
Mm-hmm.
However, I have been burned by that a few times.
Right.
So wrong on so many different levels.
I know.
Um,
Like, skip past
Safe
that.
golf, practice safe golf.
Uh-huh.
But no, but because I started playing with COVID, we couldn't touch the pole. It was
Mhm.
always in. So it's kind of part of my alignment when I'm trying to actually assess how hard I want to hit the ball.
Mhm.
However, in the way that I've been burned by it is that I've hit the pole a couple of times where the ball definitely would have gone in and it didn't go in. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
starting to kind of, maybe this year I'm going to play with it a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
and pull it out. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know why. I know it's the same size hole. I just feel like when it's out, I just have a better chance, and I need all the help I can
It
get.
is. It is bigger. It
It's
is.
bigger,
You pull
right?
it out, it's bigger.
I think
Definitely.
it's just a mental thing. I feel like if it's out, then I just have a much better chance of making it in. So it's a mind thing.
That's what he said.
Mm-hmm.
So
Bye, Carrie. Bye.
boom. Okay.
Oh my god.
So here's the next one then.
Hmm.
Music or no music?
I need music.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why. I just do. Oh, I don't need it. I prefer it. I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially by myself. If I'm golfing
Mm-hmm.
by myself, if I'm
Yeah.
golfing with someone, conversations flowing, and really concentrating, maybe not necessary, but just relaxing, especially walking it. Yes, I need my music.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, it's not distracting to other people. And I usually ask, but
Yeah.
what about you?
So y'all in the comments can chime in too. I prefer, when I drive, I
Mm-hmm.
might have some music on
Mm-hmm.
um, in my car when I'm talking, and I will drive without music on at all, nothing, or
Mm-hmm.
talk radio.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm on the course, I could go without music. My newest thing is listening to country. The storylines are refreshing for me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like when I listen to anything with this, a beat, it kind of like I
Takes
already
over.
have rhythm problems, but I just I haven't gotten my swing down to a rhythm yet. So
Hmm.
that's
So it's
probably
distracting.
it is a little distracting, but if somebody asks me, are you okay with music? I say yes. So
Right. I'm like, when we play, you never mind. It's no big
yes,
deal for you.
yes. That's what I
Okay.
say. That's what I say.
Well, that's sweet.
Okay, another one. Um, so one of the things that I'm noticing now, because you got some assistance from Coach Cliff,
Mm,
um, are you
mm.
do you have a tendency now, or didn't, or changing, or went back to doing a practice swing?
You would be so proud of me. In Mexico, I made sure that I did my practice swing. I didn't play that great, but practice swing for sure, and not too much, but yes, practice swing and just making sure that I have my V, together. But definitely
Your
doing
what? You have
the
your what
V,
together?
your V,
Oh,
your V. I don't know why. I think he just kind of had to help me with it. I mean, a V is pretty simple, but I don't know why we had to work on that. Well, when a million people give you golf lessons, you don't know
yeah,
what to think.
right.
After
Yes.
everyone's opinion, you're like,
Information from Cliff is 100% certified good, though.
yes, it is.
Yes, because I know whenever we were out, it was just like I had the camera up and I'm like, oh my gosh, she swung already.
Everybody says it to me, like,
There
you
was
are
no
like,
time to capture your swing.
you
So
know,
that's going to be good.
yeah.
So here's one thing that I found out. Here's a
Hmm.
rule.
Hmm.
How long do you have at the tee box before? Now, it's different for the first person, I found out, but for everybody else that's coming off the tee box, how long do you have before you actually hit, you know?
Is it 90 seconds or is it 2 minutes?
No.
It's
It's
more? 4 minutes.
40
Oh,
seconds.
40 seconds.
Yes. So
Oh,
the
wow.
person who actually hits first, though, they get an extra 10 seconds.
Okay. I
Yeah.
didn't
So
know that.
right, exactly. I can't remember who brought that before me, but somebody
Mhm,
did. And I was
mhm.
just thinking, you know, now that you're doing your practice swing, still be mindful of the 40-second rule.
Thank you. Thank you.
Um, but and I know that some people try and do even less than that. And it
Mhm.
may have been Coop that had brought it up to me. But okay, so in terms of tendencies, so we know about what it is that we do. What are some things that are your pet peeves on the
Well,
course?
okay, I don't like marijuana smoke. I don't.
Oh, really?
I don't like it.
You don't like
So
the smell, or you don't like the possibility of it impacting you? You don't like how it affects the people that you're playing with that are doing it? What?
okay, I don't mind someone smoking a cigar, right? When golfing, but the marijuana smoke, I don't know why. It just maybe I think it's gonna throw my game off if I sniff too much around it. I'm not sure, but I don't like it. And I think I'm embarrassed by it too. Like I don't really want to be associated with somebody smoking like that on the
Oh,
course.
okay.
I think
Okay.
not I think I know it has a lot to do with that as well.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then it's just it's such a stronger smell, I think,
Mhm.
than your
This-
stogies, you know?
Okay. I gotcha. I gotcha.
What about you?
Pet peeves. Pace of play is my pet peeve.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And unsolicited suggestions.
Oof.
Um, let's see. I would say um, that's pretty much. I mean, that's it. That's pretty much it.
Okay, pace of play, right? So I
Hmm.
think that's another thing. The people that I have golfed with that smoke marijuana, it's like at least come prepared with it already rolled up. I
Oh,
hate having to wait for you to roll it up and then you need to smoke. Like, I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. So it's
right,
super annoying. It's
right,
super annoying. That's
right.
what it is.
Pre rolls are nothing at
Pre
all.
rolls or nothing, or pre rolls in your own cart. Actually,
Yeah,
please, that's my preference.
right, right.
Hmm.
So I was trying to think of any other pet peeves.
I think, like you're saying, the unsolicited golf advice. Like, I
Hmm.
mean, it's unless we're literally golfing one on one, and it's just that round where we're working on certain things. Then yes, let me
Hmm.
know what you think.
Hmm.
What did you notice that I'm doing wrong? But if we're going out there having fun, like I'm not gonna change my whole game in 18 holes. So just leave me alone and let me play.
Hmm.
Unless I'm asking, unless
Hmm.
you're seeing a constant, you know, defect in my swing, and then you're like, listen, Nina, I just gotta tell you, or putting. If I ask you, tell me. But if not, just leave me alone. Let me live.
Yeah.
Let me live.
Yes. And maybe one of these days we'll talk about unsolicited touching. That also has happened.
Who does that?
Some guys get a little like touching on the leg or touching the shoulder, that kind of stuff.
Do
Mhm.
they?
Some people do. Mhm.
Mm,
Yeah.
mm-mm.
It definitely makes for an uncomfortable situation.
How do you handle that situation? What do you do?
I'm not ready to talk about it just yet.
Oh,
No. Mm-mm.
because if someone touches me unwanted like that or inappropriately, makes me uncomfortable, I will say, don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do
See,
that.
I probably need to have a conversation with you
What?
first, and then we talk about it. But oh yes, Jamila says I don't like it when guys make assumptions about her ability.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I would say, yeah, I'm just too. I know I'm just too polite. But Melissa provided us some content ideas, and so it kind of goes in the vein of what she brought out.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we'll talk about it at that point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. John Long said, "Don't stand directly behind me when I am in the tee box or putting." So true, because that's in my line of vision. That was
Mm-hmm.
actually something that I brought up with Coach Cliff, and he says, they're not supposed to be there, so you can just go ahead and tell them, you know,
Yep.
I'm gonna
That
have to.
round you sure did, Nina. Could you move? And I'm sorry. I know I'm bad at that. I will stand in someone's peripheral when they're teeing off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. But so this last time that I actually played, though, one of the
Mhm.
things that I figured out too is that if I can see them in the back, maybe I don't have my head tilted enough to
Mm.
look at the back of the ball,
Mhm.
position 7 of the ball. So I'm playing around with that because there was times where people were kind of like behind me and I didn't say anything.
Mhm.
But when
Mhm.
I noticed I turned my head a little bit more to
Mhm.
be looking at the back of the ball, that actually kind of helped me, forced me to look, you know, to
Does
angle.
it bother you when people talk during your drive, your swing or your putt?
Well, I had some. Okay, so what had happened was I had a friend who was in the cart with another friend, and they were just yep. They were like catching up or whatever the case may be, and I was just like, oh my god, I cannot concentrate
Really?
whatsoever. So then I got to the back nine. They were still going, and so then I decided. You know what? I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna hit this ball. I'm not gonna pay. I'm not gonna pay. I'm just gonna not pay attention anymore.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I hit my longest drive.
Mm. That's when you hit the longest drive.
That's when I hit my longest drive.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was the start of my longest drive because I hit 242 yards.
Wow,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So but you want to know what? So it got me out of thinking so much about golf.
Mm,
And
mhm.
so what I feel is that I need to be at a point where talking doesn't matter to me.
See,
It's
I almost prefer people talking in the background because when it's too quiet, I feel like it makes me nervous.
yeah.
I was like, I'm like, oh my God, everybody's staring at me and da, da, da. So when people are kind of like not paying attention, doing their own thing, that's when I like just no one's
Mm.
watching. Go. And then everyone looks up. Oh, did you go already? Mm-hmm. It's down there. Yep.
That's you and the
Yep, yep.
no.
No
See,
practice
that's
swing.
probably, golf is a mental game. And I wonder if that's some element of it for you that
Mm-hmm.
you didn't have a practice swing because you wanted to get up there before anybody noticed that you
I
were
don't want to
hitting.
waste the good swing either.
Okay.
but
But you
but
got
yeah,
some good swings coming. You got good swings going now. So no,
yeah,
nothing is wasted. Nothing is wasted.
that's
John
true.
says music is okay, but not loud. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I see. So what do you have on the plans for this weekend? Are you playing or?
I am supposed to be playing at Paradise this weekend on Saturday with Cameron, actually.
Oh,
So
yay.
and he asked me if I wanted a cart or do we want to walk it, and I am going to walk it. To challenge myself. And Paradise is pretty hilly, so no. I think that's Rancho that's more hilly, but we'll see.
Yeah.
I can use the exercise, so I'm gonna challenge myself and walk it.
Yes, and get us
Mhm.
all ready for our Tilden hike.
Yes, we need to put that on the books.
Yeah.
ASAP.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this weekend, I'm going to be playing on Friday
Well,
with Jamila.
okay. Okay.
Um,
Okay. Hey,
yeah.
Jamila.
Yes. And then, and then I didn't know. Well, Saturday the weather is kind of weird, so I don't know what I'm going to do
Mm-hmm.
that day. Or actually, no, I can't play on Saturday. I'm moving. I'm finishing up the cleaning, and my house is supposed to be going up listed
Mm-hmm.
this weekend. So I'm still doing some finishing touches between there and here because my house I consolidated, and so I got a bunch
Mm-hmm.
of stuff here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, you need to clear that out.
I need to
It's
get my stuff
spring
together.
cleaning.
Yes. And then a Sunday. Oh, my cousin is coming to town. I'm so excited.
Yay. Boy, girl, do they
Boy
golf?
cousin. He's a pilot for JetBlue. So
Oh,
he's
hey,
coming
cousin.
through.
Hey,
So
cousin.
yeah, so I think we get pretty much all day Sunday. So I'm excited.
Does he
So
golf?
no, he does not. But I'm gonna work on him though. I'm gonna work on him.
You get him. You get him. You
Right.
know what? And I wanted to share this too. So I want to share. I don't. Some of you may know. Some of you may not know. But I did get a free round in Mexico because. So one of my patients' sons, I told him I was going to Mexico. I'll be off vacation, and I'm going to take my golf clubs. And I said, I need to book my tea time. He goes, no, they're gonna ask you to do one of those presentations for a timeshare, and you just tell them you want a free tea time. And I'm like, what? I thought they would do stuff like, catamaran, ATV, maybe a massage, something like that, which I got one of those too off of one. But they sure did give me a free tea time. I saved $180.
Woo! Nice.
$180 one of those times I
Nice.
golf. So I just want to put that out there. If you know, are gonna go somewhere and they want to give you a timeshare presentation or make you do the presentation for your free gift, tell them you golf. You want a tea time.
Oh my
They will.
God.
That's for the F. I'll say
For
for
the
the
F,
F.
man. For the F. That is
Yes.
amazing.
Yep. So
Oh
I
my
just wanted
God.
to share that. So I
So
saw
how long
yes,
was the presentation?
well 90 minutes.
Okay.
But you know, they feed you and they're giving you champagne and I just kept drinking. Nope. Nope. No.
You would think that they could not give you champagne because then you could contest your signature if you did sign up. You say, y'all liquored me up.
That's true. But they're
But
probably
it
thinking
is also Mexico too.
it's Mexico and they're probably thinking liquor them up. So they say yes.
Just say yes. Oh,
Hmm.
and let me tell you.
Hmm.
So Raymond Shackelford, he gave me for
Hmm.
my birthday, he gave me some Uncle Nearest. It's a black owned, woman owned whiskey.
Ooh.
And I finally drank some of it. Oh my God, that stuff goes down so smooth. Like usually when you drink whiskey, it's
Uh-huh.
just like burn.
Uh-huh.
There's no burn.
No burn.
It's
Ooh, I have
all
to try
good.
some. I love dark.
Yes. So you have to try some Uncle Nearest.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I'm looking for it. We're gonna have to book our time so that we can get out here on the course together.
Yes, we
And
do.
also get the Tilton underway. But it's
Oh,
so great to see you.
you
It's
too.
has been a while, and we will be back on next Tuesday. And thanks for hanging out with us, you guys.
All right. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.